Some people say I can't. I say, I don't wanna. Back before I left Hungary, I remember it was a heat wave, and I was listening to the radio. Two famous comics. There were two bits I remember from that show, some 40 years ago, that were life-defining for me. One of the comics said, there are two paths for the Hungarian intelligentsia, one is alcoholism, the other one is impassable. 2. The other one, Hofligiza, warn that you are going to be like the I-beam that is higher than the others in a retaining wall, they will chop your head off. Unless they can pound you till you are the same height as the others. Obviously this was just a confirmation of how I really thought the world worked. I was already non-competitive. To my detriment. You are supposed to be competitive. That is how you grow. I was hardworking, yet I was very willing to settle for less. In everything. In friends, boyfriends, results. In fact when, out of the blue, I won a national competition for architects, I promptly got ill and laid up for a month. When I was one of the first people to buy a car among my peers, I promptly totaled it. I stood out. And I got really scared. I made, suddenly, a ton of money with Google AdWords. And I got promptly kicked out. I made a truckload of money with Amazon. And I got promptly kicked out. And it's not only money. I became a top salesperson for Landmark Education and I got promptly kicked out. I became the highest producing introduction leader, I was promptly reported and kicked out. I am not saying this is how the world works. In some, to me not always obvious way, I make myself be killed. Or kicked out. When you have a concern, mine is not to get killed. You somehow become a magnet for what you don't want. You do what you should not do, and you don't do what you should do. It's easier to see it on another person, but with the sight capacity eventually you can see it on yourself too. And once you see it, you have a choice to continue keeping yourself small, stuck, and miserable, or not. You'll see clearly what it is you are doing and what you are not doing, and make a change. As I have said before, the sight capacity is useless unless the person looks. But, one of the errors a lot of unsuccessful people make is to look, find something that sounds good, looks good, and then stop looking. It takes character to keep on looking, even though you think you have gotten your answer. The reason the playground program is so long, is because it seems to me, it is the hardest thing to make people look. They pretend to look, but where they look is at what they have already seen, so it is not looking at all. And when you don't look, you will not move. Sad but true. Why don't people look? It's not that they can't, they just won't. In life the real winners are the ones who look. And look some more. People who don't look, or look a little bit, and then don't look anymore are the losers, the underachievers, the people who are surprised that they don't achieve what they want to achieve. So we could say, looking continuously, always looking is the secret of successful people. Even a little bit of arm twisting can produce results that are unexpected. But hoping that someone else will force you to look, weekly, twice a week, is silly. You need to get into the habit of looking. Here is an email I got from a person who came to my arm twisting session and talked to me yesterday. Morning Sophie. About our call yesterday, it is hard work, as if my brain is weight training way beyond my capacity which fuels my determination to get through. I just had a few ooh-kick moment that I want to share with you. I think I am miserable because I am pretending to be who I think I should be, and the moment I allowed this thought I got really excited about learning all the things I would have to know to be who I wish to be. Back to the drawing board. I was and always am really confrontational on these calls. I need to break down the pretense, the need for nice, the social norms where I should be kind and accommodating. I am a velvet hammer. And I don't tolerate social BS. If you are into social justice, of any kind, I don't want you to be on my calls. If you want to become a person, a producer, become what you can become, I have love and compassion to give you, no matter how much BS you have to break through. But if you BS me, I'll yell at you. No kidding. If you expect me to be nice, you'll never grow. And you'll remain the same. I bet you can't see it without the sight capacity. And you can see that if you remain the same, it is all downhill from here. I know you don't, or you would have already gotten that capacity activated, and would practice like crazy to keep it active. Because unless you see the consequences of your actions, you won't ever do much in life. And the less you do, the worse it gets. You'll hate yourself, or hate yourself more. Will hate life. I leave the decision for you. If you decide you want to be able to see what your life will be in 5 years if you don't do anything different, so it inspires you to do what you need to do, what is integrity for you, then get me activate the sight capacity. Go to step 2. Go to https://www.yourvibration.com/1/the site.